To be safe, just feed your baby organic, and here's why. There are so many options out there, but because large corporations look at profits and not health, chances are the ingredients chosen are low grade.
Right, so this really bothers me because obviously new parents are very vulnerable to food misinformation and they want to feed their baby the safest and the best foods. So she's saying to be safe, feed your baby organic, and these are the reasons why. And then she takes a Gerber product, which is not organic. Literally, it's just pears and vitamin C. And she's presenting the argument that the ingredients are low grade because they care about profits and not health, which is a common sort of conspiracy theory. But even if they do care about profits, that's also not evidence to back that these are low grade ingredients. So if you're saying they're low grade ingredients, you have to be presenting an explanation for that or providing evidence for that, because this is literally just pears and vitamin C. There is nothing wrong with this. Not to mention, it's usually going to be cheaper than the organic versions.
The best option, of course, is making your baby's food at home so you control what goes in their developing body.
All right, so homemade isn't always the best option. If you have time to do that and you have access to fresh fruits and vegetables that you can puree up and you want to do that, that's great. But also, if you don't have time to do that, if you have access to these pre-made foods and that's what your baby will eat, then perhaps that is the best option for you. Or you can do a mix of both. You can make some and you can buy some. I personally was planning on making all of my food before I actually had a baby. And then on top of just having a baby, she had a lot of issues. We were in and out of the hospital. So that never happened. I pretty much bought all of the baby food and that was fine. It wasn't what I was planning, but a lot of times what you're planning before you actually have a baby changes once you have the baby. And that's fine. All right, I'm a little confused by this part because then she picks up an organic one and this one has more ingredients, which is not a bad thing, but it also has, pears and vitamin C, which is what that other one had. This in no way shows that the ingredients are of better quality or anything like that. So this still isn't backing the claims that she is claiming.
The best organic baby food on the market available at the grocery store that I've seen is organic.
All right, so of course she's calling this one the best because it only has one ingredient and no preservatives. Now let's remember that the preservative being used in that Gerber one is vitamin C. It's actually adding nutrients to the food. So that's not a bad thing. And the fact that this doesn't have preservatives might mean it might have a shorter shelf life, which also might not be good for somebody that wants to buy a bunch at one time. Baby food especially just highlights the ridiculousness of people thinking that preservatives are bad because a lot of it is vitamins that are used, like vitamin C, and it's actually adding nutrition to the food. It's not a bad thing that preservatives are in there. It's keeping it safer. These are the marketing tactics that organic companies and more natural baby food companies use, and it's ridiculous.